What's happening, guys? It's your boy Ziki Junior, and welcome back to Football Fans Frenzy. This is a Saturday Football with Ziki Junior, and I'm happy to be here with you all. I hope all your week went well, and I hope you all had fun this previous week, and I hope it's not been 90 days of January for you all. Guys, we have a lot of interesting topics to talk to you about this week. A lot of interesting topics this week in the world of football, and we just want to quickly talk about them on Saturday Football with Zikijini. But first of all, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, smash a like on this video and share this link with your friends so that they can also join in on the show. The first topic we have this for this particular show is about Frank Lampard. And the question is, has Frank Lampard done enough to get the sack? Well, we're spending over 200 million in the transfer market and signing very good players, and Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, and a whole lot of them. You can only just ask one question: Frank Lampard should be doing better with this particular team that he's got. But on the other hand, we can actually make a case for him, saying that he needs more time with the team. He needs to spend more time with the team. He needs to pass his ideas across to these players, and the players actually also need time to click. But of course, the football world is one that has no mercy, and it shows no mercy to anybody. So you really don't expect anybody to be patient. And Chelsea, for one, is one team that we are very sure of that do not give mercy to any manager. Like, we all know how they operate, and we know Abramovich is impatient, especially when he has invested a lot of money into his squad. So he really will be demanding results, and it's just up to Frank Lampard to actually provide those results right now. Personally, I feel Frank Lampard is a good guy. And I think he should be given more time because of the role he has played at Chelsea. As a player, I think he deserves more respect and he deserves more time. Chelsea has not really been too bad. It's just unfortunate that Frank Lampard's idea of football, it's one that needs time to be implemented. You know, he's focused on the attacking side of football, not paying so much on the defensive part. But he also needs to understand that you need to be solid defensively for you to actually win titles or do better in the league. So I feel Frank Lampard should sort out his defensive areas. They need to defend better. They are not compact when they are defending. I really don't fancy Kante anymore as a defensive midfielder. I think it has showed a lot more. He loves to go forward, and he said it himself that he loves to go forward, and he used to be a winger. So, and we all know that Jorginho will never provide you that cover you are looking for in the defensive area. So, but I personally feel like if Frank Lampard doesn't win his next game for Chelsea, which is against Wolves in the EPL, he's going to get the sack. There is no two ways about it. I think Abramovich has been very patient, and I think it's out of respect for Frank Lampard due to what he has done for Chelsea as a player that he's even getting this much time. But guys, the football world it's just crazy. We also how Borussia Dortmund manager just got sacked. We also how Tuchel just got sacked from PSG and replaced by Pochettino. So, and these guys have even done to an extent a bit better than Frank Lampard. Tuchel has won trophies, even though we know the French league is a one-horse race. It's like my friends always say, it's a farmers league. It's just PSG. They have all the money, they have the best players. So of course you expect PSG to win the league, and they've been expecting them to do better in the Champions League, and they've totally failed. Last season they were in the final and they lost. So it was just a matter of time before Tuchel got the sack. And then with a manager like Pochettino, jobless and waiting, it's only normal that Tuchel got the sack. But then again, back to Frank Lampard, if he loses the game against Wolves, of which they've lost earlier to Wolves in the fixture earlier in the season, some few weeks ago, right? But if he loses again this week to Wolves, I think they might just say enough is enough. Dude, you gotta go. But then we'll talk about the replacement for Frank Lampard. We hear that Rodgers is favourite to land that Chelsea job, and then maybe Allegri has been without a job for so long, and this is a manager that surely guarantees you trophies. Well, maybe not the Champions League because he has been terrible at the Champions League, but at least he can guarantee you a Premier League trophy. We all know Allegri is good as delivering league titles to whichever team he coaches, from AC Milan to Juventus, and he might just be a good fit for Chelsea, considering the fact that he's kind of like a defensive manager, and it's something that Chelsea has fed up all in the previous years when they won the trophy. So they might just go for Allegri, considering the fact that Rodgers, it might be difficult for Rodgers to leave the Leicester job, even though the Chelsea job is a bigger job for Brendan Rodgers, but then he might just decide to throw in the towel and move to Chelsea, or he might just carry on what he's doing at Leicester. He's doing a fantastic job. Of course, he's above Chelsea in the Premier League, so I don't know, like, why wouldn't I stay with Leicester and see what I achieve with that team? But then again, if you're moving to a team with unlimited finances, you're moving to a team with better players, Brendan Rodgers might just take that job. And we all know what Brendan Rodgers can do. He's a good manager. He's a solid manager. So it's only normal if he decides to move from Leicester to Chelsea. Let me know in the comment section what you think, if Frank Lampard will actually get sacked, which is looking very inevitable once Chelsea loses their next game against Wolves. So just let me know in the comment section, and I'll drop my comments too and react to it. Let's move on to the next topic, guys. It's all about Klopp. Can we officially say that Klopp's Liverpool is in crisis right now? Personally, I feel they are in crisis. I feel he put himself in this position. He was this manager that was rated up here above every other manager in the league, and his team rated as a world-class team. Yeah, this season has been quite difficult, but what do you expect? You have a particular style of play, and you've gone ahead to win the league. You won the Champions League in 2 years, finishing the league with 99 points and winning that league. It's only normal that the only road to go right now is it's a decline, man. It's a decline. It says Tuchel's sack was politics, and I feel Frank has been given time to turn the things around, but he doesn't seem like he's ready for that big job. His replacements will most likely be Rodgers or Allegri. Yeah, I agree with you. Ayomide. Frank Lampard has been given enough time. Like, I felt you should have been sacked weeks ago. It was really that bad, but they hung on to him, and so it's only normal that the loss against Chelsea might just be his last game. If he loses against Wolves, in the next Premier League fixture, it might just be his last game as a Chelsea manager. Also, yeah, the two candidates running for that job will be Rodgers and Allegri, and I think the book has actually picked Rodgers to be the favourite, even though I feel it might be easier getting an Allegri that doesn't have a job presently. And, well, Rodgers is doing very well with Leicester, so why leave Leicester? But I don't know, these things are just difficult. But when it comes to football, we always say that players and managers are like prostitutes. They go anywhere the money calls, you understand? So we'll see what happens, guys, with that deal. But if Chelsea loses the match against Wolves, it's almost inevitable that Frank Lampard will get the sack. So back to Klopp's issue. First of all, he was so loud when his team stopped playing well, and when they've been struggling, he started picking fights with Manchester United, with managers, with the referees and everything. And if I was a player, I'd be like, dude, my coach is actually giving us excuses for our poor performances. Yeah, what he should have done is put the blame on his players because they were actually not playing well. Salah has not been top-notch this season. Mane has been missing lots of chances. He has not been prolific in front of goal. So I would have said, guys, we need to play better. But then you shifting the blame to the referees and to opposition teams getting penalties and your team not getting penalties, you're giving the boys excuses. You're making them not to see the fact that they have been playing badly. Yeah, a couple of injuries this season has gone on in the way of Liverpool, but that happens to every football team. A lot of clubs have been affected by injuries. A lot of clubs have played this season with players out due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, but what are we saying? That's part of football. Like, I don't really like to count injuries as reasons why you shouldn't be playing well. Liverpool as a team has certain areas that needed to be strengthened, and I think one was the number 9 position. Yeah, Jota is injured, but is Jota really even in number 9? You have a Firmino too that is not really a number 9 like everybody will say. Even though I don't like to give him that excuse, Firmino is a number 9 as far as I'm concerned. That's where he plays. So I don't bang the whole. But if Firmino loses form, who covers up in that position? I think they always needed a substitute number 9 to actually fill in that spot, and they've not done that. And Salah Salah has been off form, Mane has been off form. Now the question has been, the Liverpool midfield, everybody's asking, where is the creativity coming from? Where is the creativity actually coming from for Liverpool? It's not coming from anywhere. Like, it's really not coming from anywhere. We all know how Liverpool plays. They play with the strength of Salah and Mane up front, and then with Trent and Robertson pushing on from the wing to create the chances for Salah and Mane to feed off. But then this season we've seen that Trent has been bang average this season, and she's been out injured also. Robertson, yes, has been walking up down back and forth the field, but these final balls has actually been lacking. So there's been no creativity, and with a Salah and Mane that is not firing, it's only normal that we ask questions. The midfield players, don't they create chances? Like, but this is something we've always known, but because Liverpool has been playing very well, nobody seems to talk about it, and they've been getting a lot of kudos. The midfield players, you know, the work, why the other players create the. But at this point in time, when it's this way, you have to look up to your midfield fielders and like, dudes, you guys need to create chances for your attackers to score. I don't know how Klopp works this out. He has put himself in a difficult position by making himself vocal in the press conference and saying a lot of things that he shouldn't be talking about, and he should have actually been focusing on his team's football instead of picking fights and, you know, throwing shade at managers and teams. Dude, you just put yourself in the center of attraction, and then now pundits are going for his head, and it's a difficult situation. And the game against Manchester United tomorrow in the FA Cup might just be one that, I don't know, Klopp needs to win that game to boost the motivation in his team, and then maybe they can go on to win the following games in the Premier League. But if Manchester United wins, the players will just be like, oh, this is really serious. Yeah, we've been bang average, and there's really nowhere to go. Salah is off form, Mane is off form, Trent is off form. Where's the creativity going to come from? Where are the goals coming from? And we all know that once Salah is not scoring, he's practically almost useless to the team. His strength is being able to score. So you need to get Salah scoring, right? And right now, they're not playing like a team that can even create chances to score, and it's really not beneficial to Salah. So for me, I feel Liverpool is in crisis, and we know Van Dijk is not coming back well this season, obviously. They have their defensive problems, which we cannot deny is also part of the problems they are facing. But then again, we'll see what happens. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you really think Liverpool is in crisis, and if you see them actually losing their coming fixtures, they have a very difficult fixtures. They'll be playing Manchester City, they'll be playing Tottenham, and some other teams in the next 5 games. So it's going to be difficult for Klopp, and it's going to be difficult for Liverpool. But we'll see what happens. But nobody's ruling Liverpool out of the title race. You cannot rule Liverpool out of the title race. It just takes one good result, and then they could just turn the tables around. But we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and if you feel that this club's Liverpool is not yet in crisis, and if we cannot actually say that they are in crisis right now. I personally feel they are in crisis right now, and Klopp needs to turn a lot of things around. Yeah, this week you saw another beautiful performance from Paul Pogba, and then everybody's asking, is Paul Pogba actually beginning to show his class? Well, I feel this is the Paul Pogba that Manchester United actually went for. This is the Paul Pogba that Manchester United actually bought, and it's only normal that you expect him to perform better. Like, he was exceptional in the last game against Fulham, and that goal, oh my God, how do you put a spin with your weaker foot? It's really difficult, you know. But Pogba has been playing very well recently, and it's good to see that he complements Bruno. Bruno has not really been firing recently, and Pogba has been firing. But well, again, that is what you want from these two players. That's what you want from world-class players, being able to complement each other when the other one is not really playing very well. And Pogba has really stepped up in recent games for Manchester United, and he has scored some crucial goals recently. Beautiful goal during the week. It was just a joy to watch. Between those two players and then spinning that ball with his weaker foot was just a joy to watch. And if he continues playing like this, why would Manchester United want to lose a player like Paul Pogba right now if he keeps up this performance? He was very solid defensively. He was going back and winning tackles, winning balls, and he was pushing forward too, and, you know, making dangerous runs into the box and creating chances on the other side of the pitch. This is the Paul Pogba Manchester United bought. This is the Paul Pogba Manchester United actually went for when they bought him from Juventus. And this is the Paul Pogba that we all knew we all know he is, and it's just unfortunate that he's been struggling with the issue of fitness and then his inconsistency. For a world-class player, you really need to be consistent. Yeah. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you feel that Paul Pogba is finally showing his class and finally living up to the expectation, I would like to see it in the comment section. Let's quickly move on, guys. This week we saw Kevin De Bruyne limp up in Manchester City's game after a tackle from in the game against Southampton. What was that again that made that tackle? Was it Prowse? Sorry, against Aston Villa. Sorry, that was Jack Grealish. But then it's been confirmed that Kevin De Bruyne is out for 4 to 6 weeks, and it might just be crucial to Manchester City's title challenge. Like, we all know Kevin De Bruyne is a vital part of how Manchester City play. I personally feel it's going to affect them, even though I feel they have a lot of players to cover up, a lot of players that can do the job. They can push Foden back into the midfield to play in that position, and he will do exceptionally well. We all know Foden is a good player, and he's one player that you all love to watch. We all love to watch. He's young, but then he's very talented, and he has actually been living up to these expectations this season. So I feel they might just drift him back into the central midfield behind the striker, while they push Ferran Torres back to the wing. And there are lots of options for Manchester City. I really don't think they will struggle if Kevin De Bruyne is out. But of course, you cannot dispute the fact that he's a vital part of how City plays, and they need him, especially now that they're actually in contention for the title. They really need Kevin De Bruyne to be up and running and performing. Well, he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll see what happens. I feel it's going to affect them, but I expect Pep Guardiola to actually pull one out of the hat, man, and just make it seem like Kevin De Bruyne was never absent. Well, he's a top-class manager, and he has top-class players in the bench to fill in that position without you even noticing Kevin De Bruyne's absence. Well, we'll see, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you feel that Kevin De Bruyne's absence for Manchester City will actually affect them. He's one player that I would love to watch, even though I would like to make fun of him, saying he's more like Cross and Inshallah. But we know Kevin De Bruyne is a fine player, and he's one player that makes the EPL also better. So we like to have the EPL hot. We like to have the EPL fun. So it would be nice to see Kevin De Bruyne back again and playing. So let's go to the next topic, guys. This week, we've seen a transfer news that Odegaard is moving to Arsenal. See, if you play Football Manager, yeah, we all know how Odegaard has been a prospect for several years in Football Manager. So we would love to see him and see what he will do in the Premier League. Oh, quickly, Ayomida says Mahrez will step up to the number 10 role. I don't feel we will be affected, but he will be missed. Yeah, I don't feel City will be affected, but Kevin De Bruyne will obviously be missed because he's a good player and he's a vital player for City. So let's go back to the story. Odegaard to Arsenal. How will he fit in? I feel in as much as the new boy has been playing very well, they still need cover in that creative role. I've really personally not watched Odegaard for so much. I really cannot rate him as a player, and his stint with Madrid has been a disappointment. But we would love to see Odegaard at Arsenal. Maybe when he comes to Arsenal, we'll be able to assess him better as a football player. I don't know so much about Odegaard. All I know about Odegaard is that I bought him a lot in Football Manager back in the years where he was considered a huge prospect. And, well, unfortunately, Odegaard has never lived up to those expectations, and he's been having this difficulty with Madrid. They loan him out, they bring him back, and they never use him. Zidane definitely has blood on his hands. Like, dude, you cannot keep doing this to players. Like, you bring them out when they're actually beginning to fit in a team on loan, and then you bring them back to Madrid and then you never play them. So you're more like setting back their development, and they'll be losing confidence and they will not be able to play well. Zidane really needs to sort this part of him out. We saw what happened with what's his name that just left Madrid, Jovic, and he's playing very well presently. Like, you cannot keep these players on the bench. You need to find a way to play them. You need to get the best out of them. And it's not like Madrid is in the best form right now, so it's an opportunity for you to give certain players a chance to prove themselves. Well, Odegaard is coming to Arsenal on loan, and we'll see more of Odegaard. Guys, if you know more about Odegaard and you feel he's going to fit in better as Arsenal, please let me know in the comment section. I would like to see what you think about Odegaard and how he's going to fit in at Arsenal. I personally don't know him too well as a player, and I've really not watched him so much. I've not followed his development as a player and his career, but I know he has not lived up to the initial hype when he was coming up as a youth player, and he has not lived up to those expectations. So we would love to see Odegaard in Premier League. We would love to assess him in the Premier League and see the stuff he is made of. So thanks, guys, for tuning in on the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and share this link with your friends. Also, guys, join us tomorrow when we'll do our predictions for the Premier League games we have this week. And also, for Saturday football is Ikijidi on next Saturday. Don't forget to be on the show, guys. Live, thank you, Ayomide, for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Those of you that are live, it's good to always have you on the show. See you guys in my next show, guys. Bye.